Do. Okay. Hello. Um, this is my sketchbook number 11. Today I will be, I will be doing a sketchbook tour of this one. I loved it very much. I started and finished this one while I was still in university. It holds many memories from that time, so I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but it's nice to see it again. I loved it because it has hardcovers. The paper was really nice. I mean, I think it was really nice, and I love the color red. So yay! These stickers. Well, I don't have much to say about them. Most of them are from food or given, and these two I bought. But yeah, let's start. I'm gonna have to put it here so you can see it well. Okay. So I named this sketchbook. So far it's the only one that has a name. And the reason why is because I was struggling. You might say it was art block, but actually it was just me overthinking about, like, I don't know, I just felt too subconscious, yeah, about what I was drawing. And that was because I was constantly showing people what I used to make. And yeah, so this sketchbook is different because I made some rules for it. Number one says, as long as it lasts, it's the only sketchbook I'll use, with the exception of the planification ones, which are like I don't know, study sketchbooks or small tiny ones. Yeah. And number two, it's illegal to rip off pages. Um, I kind of committed to that one with some exceptions, but you'll see in a few moments. Number three, draw and do whatever you want. I tried, but it was nice to have these rules here. And number four, have fun. And here, number five, which isn't really a rule, but I had some pages dedicated to some of my friends, and they could draw and do things in their pages. So yeah, I started this in 2022 and I finished it in 2023. So it took me like almost a year. I don't know, but it was nice. So there's too much going on as usual with my sketchbooks. I don't usually do like welcome drawing, especially in this one because I was trying to feel more expressive and do whatever I wanted. So I did some drawing and I collage with a magazine cutouts, and I found this really cool looking thing. So I just took it here. Oh, by the way, I was going through some sad moments during this sketchbook, so you will see like vent art sometimes, or like mild use of red coloring in some drawings, but most of them are okay, so don't worry. Oh, this is one of my characters. Her name is Madire, and I love her. I have like a small card of her here. She's so cute, so tiny, and I love her. She has a twin. You will see her later. Also, the legs are awful. I know. Here we have another OC. I have a lot of red-haired OCs, by the way. This one is Aidan. I love him. Another OC. This one is Daya. Yeah. Oh, what is this? This cat. This call is called Pantufla. In English, that would be Slipper. And I love him. I have made. Wait a second. I have made this kind of like sculpture of him, but it's not completed, and I don't think that I ever will finish it, but I just love it as it is. Very cute. Oh. Okay, let's continue. Here we have Pantufla again. That is his father, I think. This is my most silly OC that I have, by the way. Here's some vent art, as I said, with some lyrics from Diary of Dreams. Sorry, that sounded too much like diarrhea. Okay, never mind. Here is a sketch of a room. This was my friend's room. Some centipede guy, very cute. Oh, here we have like Miku, but if she was in my OC's world, yeah. And yeah, I love the design, but I should try to make like a complete version with more colors and stuff. This is a self-portrait, I would say, like a cartoony version. Random stuff. Here's a story or just rambling, I guess. More vent art. Madire again. She's so cute. And this is a collage. I don't know if you can see it, but I stuck this fire picture in the background. Ooh, I forgot about that drawing. Very cute. This is also vent art, but you can't really tell what I was feeling or doing. Ooh, very random. And this is me and my best friend as random, like, vegetable animals? I don't know. Cute. Some yogurt stuff. And this is... I forgot the name of this guy, but he's from a game. Yeah, I genuinely don't remember the name. And here we have more vent art, but I thought it was like a cool concept for more finished drawing, which I never made, by the way. Oh, and here I figured a way to like ramble about stuff or vent without people knowing what I was saying. And you can try it. I mean, it's nice when you don't want people to know what you're writing. So it was something like I started from the bottom, I think, and I tried to make letters like hello, for example, but I do it backwards. And when you finish a sentence, you do this and you go back to this part and you start writing again. Like, it doesn't have to be writing as such. You can just think about what you want to say and just scribble, and it's a nice way to let your feelings out. Yeah. And I cannot read this, by the way. No one can, I think. Here's a plushie that I have. His name is T, and he's dressed as a little Chilean guy. Very nice. Something my sister made, I think. My baby! Strawberry! This is a character from Bugsnax. It's a game. I don't know if you're seeing this like in the camera. Okay. Very cute game. I love it. But it has like a kind of insane ending, if you ask me. But I enjoyed it anyways. Here we have just some doodles, cats, and some stuck thing that I stuck in. Here we have a list of kilograms I made, more like I collected while working at a blueberry thing. I don't know how to specifically say what it was. It was not a factory, but yeah. Here's me again as a corn thing. I don't know. And yeah, I usually get lots of nosebleeds, especially in summer, so this was summertime and I drew myself like that. Here we have another example of those scribbling, but behind it there's a drawing of my OC Isabel. He's a guy, by the way, just so you know. Oh, 13. And I wanted to make this into a complete full piece in digitally, but I couldn't. It was overwhelming. Ooh, this was when I was working at a fish hatchery, I think that's what you call it. And I had to like get the fish and place them so that they would do like an ecography exam on them to know if they were female or male fishes. Yeah, it was an interesting time in my life. Summer drawings. Was burning alive, I think. I don't know this guy, by the way. I am not very into K-pop. My friend gave me this photo card, that's what you call it. So I stuck it here because I appreciated the gesture. We have some collage. Vent art, by the way. This is what most of my vent art looks like, just a bunch of things. They are not very aggressive, usually. When they are, it's not too much, actually. Here we have, like... I don't know if this is, like, an OC, or I was trying to draw Miku, and then I couldn't because it looked weird, and I just tried to finish it, but couldn't. Here we have me, again. Another character named Nico, I think. But yeah. More random art. Here I was trying to draw hands. It looks a little odd, but it's okay. I don't know what to say about these pages, by the way. I'm trying to talk, but it's like difficult to focus on just one thing and talk about it. Because there's too much going on. I don't know if you feel the same way just watching it, but that's how it goes for me. Ooh, Pinkie Pie. Oh, and this was my first day back at university. I think it was year 3 out of 5. And it was way too much all at once, as the drawing says. I don't know if you can actually see it because it is made in pastel colors and it's a little bit hard to see, I guess. But yeah, let's continue. Another OC, she doesn't really have wings. I just tried to make them because it looked nice. And also the reference picture was something like that. A Teletubby. Now they terrify me, but when I was a child, I used to love watching the Teletubbies. Not much to say about this other than I made this while I was traveling on the bus. And I missed my bus stop, so I had to keep drawing. But yeah. Interesting. This is one of my favorite drawings. I don't know who this guy was supposed to be, but it looked like my friend from university, so yeah. Oh, this. Okay. This has a funny story. I went to buy a yogurt and I didn't have any spoons, and as I am very shy and weird, I didn't ask for any to anybody I knew. Also, I was in university. Who has a spoon in like their bag or something? So I also bought 10 plastic spoons only to eat my yogurt. But then I had plastic spoons in my backpack for a very long time, and I didn't have to ask anyone about any spoons. But yeah. Okay, here there's an example of 2 vent art drawings that are kind of, I wouldn't say aggressive, or they are not very graphic to my... I mean, I don't think they are very graphic. It's just pink pen, and yeah, I'm sorry if you are triggered or something. Here we have Madeira again, but she's wearing like a modern outfit. Oh, and this is what I talked about at the beginning. And I think it's a very cool idea. If you have many friends to do this with, it would be more fun, but I only had 3 at the moment. So this was Benja's corner. Sadly, we are not friends anymore, but yeah, interesting drawings he made or stickers he got. And here we have my other two friends' pages. The first one, he didn't do much. He only got this sticky note from someone else. I don't know who Koeki is, but hi, I guess. And here we have my other friend, Tomato. I call her like that. Page. Very cute. Very nice. Oh, by the way, I stuck this here because this friend used to work at McDonald's at the time. So, yeah. Oh, and this is Malice. Well, her name is Alice, but people call her Malice. She's not bad, by the way. She's just some guy. Okay. But this is the modern version of what she would wear. Here we have random doodles I made. Most of these were made while I was in class or waiting for class, because that was the only thing that mattered back then. And this is another vent art of a bad day that I had. I am a very sensitive person. At this time I was falling asleep in class. I was trying not to, but the teacher literally yelled at me and I started crying, sobbing in class, and no one could stop me. And I didn't want to go out because I thought that would be worse. Anyways, those kind of things happen, I guess. To be honest, while I was in university, I got used to crying in public. I'm sorry if that is your experience too. Feels really awkward. Okay, this one is a little bit more graphic. I'm going to cover it up, even though you probably already saw it. And the next ones are not very graphic, but they do expel like negative or sad vibes to them. But I think the concept of this one is really cool. I once showed it to someone and they told me that it looked like a heart, but it's just someone curled up, and yeah. Now we have more things here. Some soup condiments, and these were made with watercolor, I think. Oh, and bodoque. I don't know if you know much about Chilean culture, but he's like a puppet from a very popular TV show called 31 Minutos, and I love it. Here we have more vent art. I covered this part because this is the one that I think is most graphic. You can get the idea, but yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Chicken Little's dad. More OCs. These ones are, I don't think they were OCs. Just random drawings. And here you can tell it was exams. Like, I was having a lot of exams and tests by this point, so I was pretty stressed out. I guess you can tell because, yeah. Here I am eating an underpearl because they look very yummy. Like, yummy to me. God. Messed up my phonetics in that word. Anyway. Some random sketches that I made while I was on my way back home from university. This was for an art. It wasn't an art contest, but you had to submit a drawing based on a character with your that had a name with your, what was it called? Oh man, whatever. But yeah, let's stop there. This is an OC called Diego. More random drawings, small rats. And here was testing some gouache, I think. I actually have the question, is gouache the same thing as tempera? Because in Chile we have tempera and it's very common. But I've heard that gouache is really good and I wanted to try some, but the only ones I could find were extremely cheap, and I mean cheap quality. So I bought some tempera instead. Ooh, here we have some butterflies and some live sketch drawings. Ooh, and here we have Madire and Alice, or Malice, as kids. Oh, scratchy. And a random rat. She looks really cute. Oh, this is from the comic Unfamiliar, I think. I don't remember the creator's name right now. I think it was Lavender Town. Yeah, probably. Here we have more OCs. This was like a redraw of a very old drawing that I had. What else? Oh, I made this while I was in class. I don't remember what I was thinking, but it was pretty wholesome, I think. Oh, and this drawing, can you believe this? I made this while I was drunk. Like, it was like the second time that I was ever a little bit tipsy. It was my friend's birthday, sorry. And he asked me to draw him as a cowboy, and I did. And looks a little bit strange, but okay. Here's Diego again. I need to work more on that character. He has a lot of potential. And this one. I love this character, but I have only drawn him like 3 times, and it's always the same side profile drawing. I don't know if this is written right, but it's lyrics from the song Fallen by Disperse Ray. Very nice song. I love it. Here's Madire without her little hair strands thingies. I don't know. Here's more event art, but this time I figured I should try to make it look a little bit happier. I don't know. I tried. Ooh, Virgil. Lovely. This is, I don't think it counts as a comic, but it says, "Where's your motivation?" Non-existent Mr. Virgil. I was, I guess, very unmotivated that day. Oh, these drawings are from, again, the bus. So I was looking out the window and drawing things. This was my first and only D&D character I've ever had. Her name was Adia, and I don't remember much about her or the game that we played, but it's okay. It's very weird. I don't remember making this page, but okay. Some sketches from the place around my aunt's place where I used to live. I stayed with them for like 4 years out of 5 that I had to go to university, because university is like and 2 hours away from my home. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I haven't mentioned what I was studying. It was English as a foreign language teaching, basically. And I enjoyed it a lot. I wish I could work in that field, but there aren't many job opportunities right now. I mean, I haven't found any that is near where I live. It's always very far away. So, for now, I'm just enjoying unemployment. Yay! Oh, I love this drawing. I made this with just normal color pencils, and this is my OC Aidan. I think he is related to chains, specifically blue chains. It's part of his story. Another OC, another OC. This is full of OCs, I guess. By the way, people tell me that this drawing looks very cross-eyed, but I think it's just looking like directly to the front. I don't know how to explain it, but I like it the way it is. Here we have some OCs, and this one is from his name is Tobias. I remember that I was reading the comic. Where's the name? Oh, here. The comic is called Ghost Eyes. I don't remember what platform I was using to read it, and I didn't get to finish it because there were a lot of chapters, but I enjoyed it anyways. More OCs and a sheep that looks like a dog, apparently. What else? More OCs and the squad. I'm still working on this story, but because I don't know if it is in like the main universe where my other stories are placed in, but yeah. This doesn't count as a comic, but okay. And another vent art thing. You can clearly tell I was going through a lot, but yeah. Now I can look back to this and think, oh wow, I survived all of that. Yay. Anyways. My plushie tea again. Me drawing something. What is that? Ah, Doofenshmirtz. Yeah, that was the name. Doofenshmirtz. Here we have some ink pen sketches. Another plushie that I have, this plushie's name is Ypsilon. I love it. Very nice. More sketches. I love how the legs turn out. I didn't use a reference for this, so it was quite impressive for me at the time to be able to do this. I mean, I rarely use references. I mean, now I am getting used to using more references because I want to improve, but back then most of these were made without one. Oh, this is Leon, by the way. Nice. More random doodles. Me eating the ender pills again. Diego again. Oh, breakfast. More ender pearls. Another OC. Random drawings. I love this drawing. I think it's just really cute. I wish it didn't say I am an idiot, but I love it. Drawings of my room in my parents' house. Me as a detective. I love the way that I could like expand the eye. It was nice. Oh, this one. I was going through a painting, what was it called? Yeah, a painting class, and this was my first big painting ever. I have it on a canvas in my room, and I love it. It's both Ypsilon and T holding an apple together. Very nice. Maybe I'll show the painting at the end. I don't know. Oh, these things. I used to have like a big pile out of this, what is it called? I forgot. No. Well, a lot of these paper thingies because they would just giving them to everyone at university. And I was a little bit tired of getting these same papers like day to day, but I kept some of them and stuck them in some places for other people to see because I didn't want to have them. I had a really bad experience with these people that were handing out these pamphlets, I guess. Yeah. And here we have me feeling a little bit grumpy and with a stomachache because the only thing that I ate that day was some cheap noodles. Very bad. You have to eat lots of different things, not just noodles. Don't be like me in university because now I'm trying to get a good nutrition, you know. Spider in a toilet. Wow. And we are getting very close to the end of this sketchbook because, as you can tell, I was trying to fill up my pages quickly. I still try to dedicate time to do some drawings, but most of these are just doodles. And here there's a whole big story about one ant that is very rich. So let me see where it starts. Here it is. Do I say it in Spanish or English? I'm gonna try to translate it, but it might not be quite exactly as it says in the paper. So this is one ant, and this is the ant's like tiny house, let's say that way. And or tool shed, I guess that would be more appropriate. But the ant also has a very nice car, and this is her summer house. This is the private jet number 20 of the ant. The ant also has the Titanic 2.0, and she has way too many sheep. 20,000, I think? 20,000 sheep. But the money that the ant has in his pocket is this. Just 1 cent and a nail. That's it. I don't know why I thought it was funny. I guess I was in a church service and I was just doodling. And there's me saying that my stomach hurts and I will go eat some bread. And I look like a vampire. I love this drawing. Oh, and tea again. Here's me planning my birthday outfit. I didn't have a party, I didn't go anywhere, but here I was planning my outfit that I didn't wear. But yeah, now there are a lot of doodles, like a circus, and there we have me with a clown nose, some chairs, my PC. Yeah. Now this was my birthday, and I don't know if you have seen my previous sketchbook tour, but if you haven't, don't worry. The thing is that I usually finish my sketchbooks, or try to finish my sketchbooks before my birthday or in the day of my birthday. So this one, I managed to finish it on my birthday. And I asked some people to tell me what to draw. So I drew Bodoke, the Puss in Boots, Platypus, which I added a hat on. It was Perry the Platypus. Someone said a bald man, and Doofenshmirtz dinosaur, and a friend's cats. Very nice cats. Some tomatoes, cherries, and a pineapple. And here is my final birthday drawing. I was 21 at the time. I am 23 right now as I speak. So it's not very far away from now. But yeah, it was nice. And here are some back pages that I used to just draw doodles on, or try different colors and stuff. Oh, and here we have an envelope, as I usually like to add at the end of my sketchbooks. And we have I don't know what these are called. I guess there are like runes or something. But I made some of these my own, and I tried to add different symbols so that I could write my secret messages on them. And yeah, that's it. And now one of my favorite parts of this sketchbook, I was painting something once and I got the paint out, but it's stuck here. Oh, I just ruined it. No. Good thing I have tape right next to me. I'm not gonna let this be broken forever. Ooh, nice colors. Wait. No. Okay. Anyways, I fixed it. It's alright. So yeah, that was the end of my sketchbook. Thanks for watching, and maybe see you around in another video, because I'm gonna make another one for my most recent sketchbook that I finished. So yeah, bye, take care and stuff. Yay.